Back with first trades right here, ET Now. Well, the expiry day volatility hasn't quite kicked in yet, but we are very sedate after the two-day move that we've seen for the markets and absolutely flat for the Nifty. But 2025 has been a year of global trade disruption with protectionism on the rise. Yet India has played its cards carefully, sealing key trade pacts with UK, Oman and New Zealand, while keeping, of course, negotiations with Canada, Israel as well as ASEAN on track. Importantly, India has chosen strategy over speed, refusing to rush the deals that don't serve long-term interests. My colleague Samita Karir caught up with former ambassador to Canada and fellow ORF Ajay Bisaria as well, an ex-Indian ambassador to EU Manjeev Singh Puri, to try and understand what's next for India.
Well, I think, you're very well aware of the geopolitical factors that played in. The state of play of the Ukraine war became a factor because the 25% additional tariff came thanks to the Ukraine war and India's import of energy. But I think now the stars are getting better aligned. So 2025, we had a few, let's say, geopolitical accidents, and also the art of the deal, which made America push India till they got the best deal. But I think now the stars are aligned for things to get better in the first quarter of 2026. I think the new U.S. Ambassador Sergio Gore will be in town on the 10th of January in India. And I think that is the window where things might accelerate and we might get that framework deal in a couple of weeks after his arrival, even perhaps as early as January or February. And I think then the larger BTA, the second tranche of the agreement, would come within the year. So I would expect both the US and the EU deal to reach some stage of finality in January 26.
Sumita, thank you. And thank you for inviting me to your program. Look, the way I look at it is New Zealand is not a very big player. It's an important country. It's a rich, developed country. And, building relations with everyone is important. I look at all of these trade things from a very simple lens. Trade and flag are two sides of the same coin. Let's understand that. And if any of us didn't understand this in the past, Mr. Donald Trump had brought this home to us crystal clear. So just as we are looking at multi-alignment now, also in terms of what we do in terms of business, other countries are also looking at other things. And India being where we are today, the fifth largest economy, becoming the fourth largest economy, we are a country of interest to others. But let's also remember, while we are a country of interest to others, we should also look at other countries of being interest to us because, diversifying your portfolios is important. So it's not that the sum total of Indo-New Zealand deal will, what should I say, hugely boost either of the economies, no. But from India's perspective, it signals things. The New Zealanders get a good signal. They look to India in various ways, their dairy products, which are difficult for us to accept. But there are technological developments which are taking place in this kind of a developed country. And we from India look at New Zealand as yet another market for so many of our products. Let's also not forget the fairly interesting Indian diaspora in New Zealand. It also helps build on your Australian deal and what we are looking at in terms of our Look East policy, our actions in the Indo-Pacific. Very important. And so therefore I welcome.